Hi, I'm Ian Anden, and I am pleased to welcome you to a continuation of the exploration of the physics and philosophy of reality. Space. It's everywhere, all the time, but it's not what you believe it to be. Listen carefully as I share the secrets of reality with you to pierce the darkness of millennia of misconceptions and irrationality. The Physics and Philosophy of Reality, an Introduction to the 12 Quests, Part 3. Space. Space is fundamental to reality. Space is not an empty volume, as you have been led to believe, by the contradictions and inconsistencies of the whimsical, irrational notions of mythological human culture. Space is a substance. It is a substance that waves, undulating in congruous harmony, creating constructive and destructive interference that gives rise to all physicality. You might have been told that light is a wave and that it travels through a void, the nothingness of space, which when you stop to consider makes absolutely no sense at all. Of course light is a wave in the substance of reality. But a wave cannot be made of nothing. Try to imagine a surfer surfing on a wave of nothing in an ocean completely devoid of anythingness. Waves are real. They are physical manifestations of the water in a glass, a pond, or an ocean. They are changes in the shape and motion of the medium that curves and transfers rotation and compression from here to there, and there to here. Space is a substance. It is semi-rigid and elastic, and it is very, very dense. It is so dense that waves of light travel through it at 186,000 miles per second, or 671 million miles per hour. Space is a substance. It is dynamic and aware. Space is the dynamic substance of reality. It is the continuing expression of existence itself, the quintessence of being and becoming. Reality is spatial. Spatial simply means it has extension of existence in real geometric directions. Reality is temporal, which means that time is simply change, or here known as dynamics. Reality is experiential, which means that the substance of reality has passive awareness or perception and active intentional conception of cause for change. Your goal is to comprehend and understand the nature of this universe, to comprehend nature in all of its many dimensions of spatial dynamics, and its fundamental ability to perceive and change. Change of density of space is motion. Change of experience is emotion. Change of space causes change of experience. Change of motion causes change of emotion. Spatial change is accomplished by the distortion of the substance of reality by the intentional generation of undulating waves. These intentional generations of waves occur in the dynamic geometry of the changing substance of reality. The dynamic geometry of the substance of reality changes by compressing and expanding, curving and rotating in the relative directions in the dimensions of space. There are, of course, the familiar three dimensions of x, y, and z, comprising left, right, up, down, forward, and backward. There are also more dimensions of the substance of reality, each perpendicular to each of the familiar dimensions of x, y, and z. Each dimension higher than x, y, and z are necessary to a consistent and non-contradictory understanding of reality. Each dimension higher than x, y, and z are necessary to a consistent and non-contradictory understanding of reality. The substance of reality is everywhere, all the time. Reality is omnipresent. The substance of reality is capable of every change. Reality is omnipotent. The substance of reality is aware of every experience. Reality is omniscient. Omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Reality is an existing entity. Reality is a being. Reality is a substance, which through change manifests all physical and experiential existence. You can think of the substance of reality as one indivisible being. You are an expression of this substance by its changing shape. motion. You are an experience of this substance by its changing awareness, emotion. This is the beginning of comprehension, of understanding reality. This is the beginning of a conversation and conversion of universality. There is more than one verse, with multiple versions of universality. The universe is one of many in the multiverse, which is one of many more in the polyverse, which is one of many more in the omniverse. One life, one love, immortality.